Привет, я здесь.
Чтобы уничтожить вашу страну.
И чтобы уничтожить вашу страну.
We're going to be asking everyone who sells drugs, gets caught selling drugs, to receive the death penalty for their heinous acts, because it's the only way.
Donald Trump is now calling for the death penalty of drug dealers, not his buddies at Pfizer, of course, who push the poison, but young entrepreneurs like moi, trying to make $1 out of 15 cents, you know what I'm saying? First of all, can we stop pretending that drug dealer is some special designation of people? They're not drug dealers. They're fucking businessmen who sell a product that's in high demand. And the government has no fucking place deciding what people can and can't sell, because sales is a voluntary transaction. Yes, there may be some trickery involved, some schemes, some secondhand off play, but people should educate themselves on it. It's not a perfect system. People sometimes die from fentanyl or whatever. Oh yeah, fentanyl, that totally coincidental substance that totally wasn't invented by the CIA to cause chaos and justify more fascism. I don't give a shit what you think of Trump or any one of these hired goons that people use as a surrogate parent to soothe their childhood traumas. We cannot have a society in which some drug dealers are exalted and allowed free reign over our entire economy. They shut down businesses because Pfizer needed to turn a profit. That's a fact. Imagine. Is that a free market? And now Trump, true to his nature, does a total bait and switch and thinks he's a fucking cowboy. Well, he might be a cocaine cowboy in his own head, because that's what he's on, sniffling cokehead. I want to see his fat, cokehead, autistic faggot locked in a room and fed DMT, MK Ultra style. Watch him try to talk his way out of a meeting with the elves. And this guy wants back in power. Fuck power. This guy's addicted to Sudafed. And he's shitting on drug dealers? It's the most white trash thing I've ever seen. These hillbilly Karen mouth breathers smoking 2-packs and Marlboros a day and drinking until they shit out their livers are actually going to lecture a guy who deals meth on the side? This country is eating itself alive. And this clown is part of the reason why. He's not just saying that because, he likes to take a stand. He's saying this because he's told to say it. On the inside, in the deep state, people want to see bloodshed so they can have more power. That's all it is. It's an endless cycle. It's like the vaccine. Dude, who cares? Quit virtue signaling about it. Like you're not going to die too. No one worth their weight as a human being is going to tell me what to do with my pork chop. Alright? End of discussion. And I'm not saying Merck, Pfizer executives in Minecraft. I'm not the one saying that. It's always the government saying kill people. Why is it always the government who makes the first move? Almost like they're trying to start a ruckus. Here's why this is bad. It does two things. One, an opinion like this, kill drug dealers, is pretty fringe even for Trump-tards. There's always been enough conservatives who have fancied themselves libertarians even though they're not. Will suck a cop to completion for breakfast. But this is so patently ludicrous, such an obvious escalation of a policy that's deeply unpopular with Americans. The war on drugs is almost universally recognized as a failed government policy of getting people into slavery, because remember, prison is slavery, it says so in the Constitution. This is not your boy promoting drugs. I'm not promoting a lifestyle, man. I don't have to promote drugs. They promote themselves because they're fucking awesome, okay? So for Trump to say this thing actually discredits him as a candidate. They hope. By they, I mean the feds. Just to be clear. But what it also does is it plants the seed in people who have already been indoctrinated into the red-blue cult. That's what I call it. You see it in the American flag, red-blue cult. And just the idea of the death penalty, I'm not against putting someone to death if they've actually committed violence against you. We live in a country with the highest gun ownership, and yet we're too pussy to see a kid shoot up a Walmart and just gun him down right there and take care of business. Problem solved. No taxpayer money required to ensure justice, or whatever the fuck. So, these gun nuts are total sissies, full of shit. Anyway, I'm pro-death. If you're pro-life, you're literally pro-death by definition, okay? Anyway, pro-death. I'm pro-shooting assholes, obviously. But I'm not for the death penalty. I got in trouble for this in college, for writing about it. I actually got reported for this. What is this? Football? Oh, it's a penalty! It's a death penalty! You fucking fag. Lethal injection? That's not humane, and I don't wish to fund that. Look, when it comes to who's gonna get the throne in 2024, I don't know. 6ix9ine or Logan Paul could win at the last minute. It wouldn't make a shit of difference. You have two parties who funnel your money to the Azov Battalion, aka Nazis. The powerful elite will use anything, anybody, any excuse to come after you for collecting rainwater, or making your own moonshine, having a business without a permit, hunting without a license, and a million other different things that you keep calling a free market. If it were a free market, Silk Road would be worth billions, and I would fucking work there. Hashtag Free Ross. Sign the petition and link below if you haven't already. Trump is playing the heel very well. I understand my triggering is by design. His recent hot take on drug dealers, whatever the fuck that means, does two things. First, it discredits his candidacy, as the war on drugs is a deeply unpopular policy. Second, it plants the seed in tard noggins for stoning their neighbor over petty shit, as so illustriously described in the Old Testament. Maybe history will, in fact, repeat itself, but not without a fight. Fuck these extremists. Fuck these hillbillies and Karens, and if they have a government job, defund them. But no, you'll be on your hospital bed with a 45-page stack of bills, funneling mayonnaise through a tube. Still the greatest streak going! Like, dude, have you been to the Czech Republic? I have. That shit is a million times better in every conceivable way. And as soon as I become a billionaire, I'm funneling every red cent into non-taxable vehicles. I'm getting every weapon I can get my hands on. But for now, I'm Jake Jones, and I'm here for the show. Stay winning or stay tripping, motherfuckers.